Have you ever wanted to make a music video or be a director in film or post videos on YouTube professionally? If you show interest of anything of the like, you will need to know the basic rules of cinematography. My name is Maddie Inns, and I will show you those steps. What I'm going over with you today is the basic video configuration. We'll talk about camera angles, organization, and format. I'm currently taking a course in video production, and I've also been doing photography for quite some time, and they both have similar rules. With that being said, if you have social media and you post on social media, you're a content creator. When you have a camera in your hands, you're telling a story, and it's up to you on what story you decide to tell. Whatever you post on social media can also make or break whatever job possibilities you may have in the future. So today I'll tell you how to select your shot, what different camera angles you can use, and just basic composition in general. The first rule in cinematography is to select your shot. There are a variety of shots that you can choose, but I will just go over the basics. First, you have your wide shot. I have some examples. This one is from Alice in Wonderland, but you can tell that she's very small on the frame, and it's a full body shot. And you can see the purpose of this is to show her entire, what her surroundings are. Next, you will have your medium shot, which is just at a medium distance. And sometimes it's classified as a cowboy shot if it's from the waist up. This one is from Titanic, and that's an example that I came up with today. Next, you'll have your close-up, which will portray the emotions on your face better, and it will include, sometimes it'll include the shoulders. This one is from Pirates of the Caribbean. Next, you will have your extreme close-up, which is, it's for really dramatic effect. This one I have of Nick Fury, and you can just really see the pain in his face. And then sometimes it'll include the lips, sometimes it'll be your ears, sometimes it'll be your nose, but typically you'll find this feature on the eyes. Next, you will have your point of view shot, and that shows what the character sees through their own eyes. So this is from Jaws, and you can see that he has a very predatory point of view. Then you'll have reaction and cutaway shots. Reactions are just shots of a character reacting, so I didn't bring an example for that. Something either being said or done. Cutaways are used to focus on an object crucial to the storyline or to create suspense. The next step in cinematography is selecting your camera angle. For some people, camera angles come naturally, but for some, they may not even know what it's called. Camera angles are important because they show you a different perspective. In everyday life, you see things at eye level, and taking video allows room for a fresher perspective. First, you'll have eye level. This one is from The Hunger Games, and you can see that it makes you kind of feel like maybe you're the one being shot at, or maybe you're a companion of hers. Next, you have a high angle, which creates a downward angle for a more dramatic effect. This one is from The Princess Bride. It can make a subject feel insignificant or vulnerable. Next, you have the low angle, which can have the opposite effect, which makes the character feel more powerful. Then you have your bird's eye view, which creates a sense of space and distance as well as location, and then as well as bug's eye view, which is very similar to point of view. And then you'll have Dutch angle, which creates a sense of uneasiness and being off kilter. So now that you know more about camera angles and how to select your shots, we can move on to the composition. There are simple rules in composition, and by following them, you can create images that are more pleasing to the eye. There are also others that are used so as not to confuse the audience. First we'll go over rule of thirds, which assumes that your image is being cut up into thirds both vertically and horizontally. You'll position your characters on the points of interest, which is where the grid meets. Next you'll have headroom, which refers to the space in between your, which refers to the space in between where your head is or where your character's head is and where in the frame. So I chose this one because it has different examples, because this one has a great amount of distance and this one has a really short amount of distance. So you can see it creates a different effect. Next you have nose and lead room, which depends on the distance of movement. It can either always be pointed to where the wider distance is in the shot. So here you can see there's more space there, but she's going towards off screen. So for me that kind of like creates a mood of like what's over there, you know. Next you have over the shoulder shots. They're typically used in conversation, and also following with the next point is it also, to not create confusion, you'll follow the 180-degree rule, where you have your actor 1 and you have actor 2, and these are the cameras that you'll move. So this makes actor 1 always on the right side and actor 2 always on the left side. To review, we discussed the different types of shots, angles, and composition. Maybe you learned something new today. If you would also like to learn more about video composition and editing, all of my sources were on Weebly.com in the filming and broadcasting section, or you can contact the journalism teacher, Mr. Page. So next time you're out there and you're experiencing experiences that you might feel like experiencing again, or to capture the moment, so they say, take out your camera and try out some of these shots and angles. You can mix them up or use 3 at a time. You won't regret the results. Thank you.